Well, we put out a poll, and the Texas Tech Red Raiders were the winner of the next team we were going to rebuild. And for those that voted for others, don't worry, as we will do UNC and probably UCLA soon after. But the Red Raiders are a very interesting team. They brought in 21 transfers this past year, and by ESPN standards, are looked at as one of the most exciting teams heading into 2025. And we have our recruiting board worked out here to start the season of year one, as we're already behind to Texas and some other big Texas schools on a lot of these players. Now, we do have the lead on a lot, and we already had our first commit, a instant commit 4-star Juan Ahmad, a will linebacker. Glad he came. That was never had a 4-star do that before. And we're currently climbing up the ranked board, sitting at 17, 3-0. Now we haven't played a lot of tough teams. 86 overall. We have Utah coming right here, and we've been fighting a lot of recruiting. We just haven't been able to get over the top. We're going to need this visit to come and hopefully get a commitment right after that if we can hope to beat out Texas. Well, if they need us to do more, we're going to have to hop into this game against Utah. And we are in Utah, so we are going to have a tough game ahead of us. Maybe. I don't know how tough of a place it is going to be to play in, but we get the first drive. We got a lot of stuff going on here. We just got to try to see if we can. That wasn't good. That was not good. 3rd and 11. We got a big third down. We haven't moved the we moved the ball back 1 yard. That's about all we've done. And you know what? We're going to go for it too. Get up to the line. Give me that hurry up. This Utah defense cannot be that good. As we are going to hit Hudson, who's got some space to go up the field. There we go. Make the drive more exciting. We got a lot of star power on this. Moon ball there. He's going to come down with it. I say that like I'm not the one controlling it. We've got to lock in here and not take a sack. 2nd and 24. We kind of need to. We've been bailed out recently. Go ahead and see if I know who we're looking for. And I was trying to loft that. It just did not. That was not what we wanted. Guess we'll come in here on defense and try to get a stop. We need this game to be televised. And we're going to get the sack. That's a stop. Look at the pass rushers coming in hot. 3rd and 5. We're going to take the old halfback direct. See if they can see it coming. Why can I not move? It ran me right into that dude. All right, we're going to go back to running it. Oh, we have had zero luck running the ball. We just cannot seem to get the ball. Like, I don't even think we've had a gain of a yard on a run until now. Where we're gonna fight 3rd and goal. We're on the 1. We're coming back out and giving it to Dickey. Try to get this touchdown. And really, I can't hit that hole right there. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're gonna stay aggressive out here. I'm looking for Eakin. He just had his ability light up. No, we're not, and we're not going to get it. You can't come down with that. Well, we scored anyway. We got a big. It looks like a run, so we're going to come back out here. No, we're not. 2 minutes left. I'm going to try to come out here and put up a score before the end of the half. Nobody gets open. Nobody can beat anybody. I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot when I'm just asking somebody to beat their man, as we are going to get there a little gain there. Just asking you to beat your man. That's all. How are we supposed to win games if y'all aren't? And I have no time with this offensive line either. Been a tough game to play. I know that much. You couldn't get that. I'm trying to lead that way further inside. The one good note is our defense has been spectacular. They have done their thing. There we go. Get the stop. That's going to force a field goal unless they go for it. It looks like they went for it, and they're suggesting the run for us. I just need somebody beat the press, and we're not gonna be able to hit them accurately. What are we supposed to do here? Somebody get open. There you go, Stone. Get us the first down, or be able to hit somebody deep. I just don't think we have the. No, he's just not going to be able to come back to the ball, and it's going to get intercepted. Try to give your guy a chance, and it just doesn't work. Again, luckily we still have the lead, so I'm not too upset there. See what we can do on defense if we can pull anything off. We have had a pretty good game on the defensive side of the ball. Oh, he burnt me. He burnt me. I felt for that move. I fell for it. Now we're losing. All right, now this is where the money comes. This is where we have to put something together or we're going to be out of it. And this Utah defense has been probably one of the harder defenses I've played. We have got to come up with a way to move the ball. Oh, I just saw him too. I didn't see him until it was way too late. Oh man, A was wide open. I'd like to be able to just sneak somebody downfield, but I don't see that being a thing as we're going to hit Hudson, get the first. All right, we're moving here. We're as long as we don't make a mistake, we're in range where we can at least get a tie game going. No, can't come down with that. Try to hit a gap and just nothing happens. 2nd and 10. They shouldn't be expecting the run, so as Williams is going to break one, and that's a huge gain down to the 17. Try to give the tight end screen a go. Carter's got a star. He's highly rated. So we should be able to get something going, and that's a positive gain. This is the best we've moved the ball all day. So we got the 2-minute timeout here. Now we haven't done anything like this, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. It may not work in our favor, but this jet touch pass, the running back's going to get out there and block. No, he's not. He's not going to block anybody, and we don't get the first down. Because why would we? Got to get the first down here. 3rd and 1. I don't know what to do. This dude cannot move. Like, there is an open hole there. We should have been able to scoot through that. And we're going to that time as Williams is going to walk into the end zone. About time. That's our best run all day. Game on the line. We have the lead. We need a touchdown. Oh, get that out of here. That pass deflection. Guy just barely got to it. I'd kind of like to keep him. And we get a sack. 3rd and 17. Our guys are getting after it. They are getting after it. We got to pass. We know it's coming. Somebody stop them. There we go. 4th and 3. This is going to be game on the line. If they can get this. Okay. Keep them in bounds. Make them use their timeouts. Oh, we missed the extra point. It's only a field goal game. That's awesome. Let's try to do something here, guys. And we're gonna get them, bring them down 3rd and 17. What do we want to run here? We know we're gonna put a guy on a spy. And they completed that. What else am I supposed to do? Oh my gosh. We just let him come back. I don't know. We just let him complete that. Huh? Get sacked. They don't have any timeouts. So if we can they're gonna come out in field goal formation after this. This is gonna be a tie game. Unless we can get a block. Now if only. Yep, that's and there's a flag? What's the flag? What did I do? I didn't hit the kicker. All right, we're just going to throw one up because why not? Throwing up to our best guy. Oh, he caught it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a game. What a way to end the game. Virgil on the. I did not expect that. Reggie Virgil. Probably player of the game right there. Getting that pretty much just a Hail Mary shot. And just a little recruiting update. We took all our points off of Richard draft. But that's just because I noticed when I went to check the board that this 5-star was still interested in us. And we hadn't put any points on him all year long. So we went ahead and dumped 50 on him. We may not be able to get it. It could be a waste, but it's okay. We still have Richard's pretty much locked in after this visit that he has. We're fighting in a lot of battles here and we've lost a lot of people. We still only have one commitment. Despite all that, we can't let it get to our head. We just have to come out here and face the Kansas State Wildcats. They're one of my favorite jerseys in college football. Just clean, purple. You gotta love purple. The purple and silver combo is super clean. We come out here, the Red Raiders. This is going to be a big game. Kansas State's ranked 14th, a little bit of an underdog, you would say, as we're going to jump to the end. I kind of hope we got this as we take a 10-0 lead. We're not a running team and we seem to be running it a lot. Like our offensive line just isn't there as we have a 20-0 lead, 20-7. That should wrap it up and that should be our win. 20-7, we're going to take down Kansas State. And we did lose out on the 5-star quarterback. All right, well, we have a tough one here at home as we have to take on BYU. They are the 20th ranked team in the country currently. Now, we are ranked number 2. But this is where it can get tricky because we cannot drop a game here if we want to be a contender. We got the 14-0 lead, 17-0. Yeah, we should be all right. As long as we don't allow a comeback, 27-0. We are blowing this team out of the water. That was great because we had visits and they were not they were a lower end opponent than us, lower tier than us anyway. And finally, we get quarterback Richard draft and we find ourselves in the Big 12 championship against BYU, who we have already beaten, and we are the number 1 ranked school in the country. Now, generally, I think you would see that the number 1 ranked school in the country was able to pull in more recruits, but we have been very unfortunate. This is going to be this is probably the best season it is the best season the Red Raiders have ever had, 12-0. I think they hit 10 wins once. So this is now our second double-digit winning season that the team has ever had. We're hoping that we can put together another 5. That is going to be our big hope. Now, we did have one of the easier schedules this year, in my opinion anyway. But regardless of all that, we've still beaten everybody we played. So as long as we can do that again, BYU's coming out on top. Can we get something going on the offensive side of the ball? I don't like being down by 3, but we are down by 3. Seems as Virgil must have had a season-ending injury. And we're going to have the running back deep. Williams, that's going to be a touchdown on the first play. I don't know what they were doing. Worked in our favor, though. Leave a man wide open. We get the touchdown. We're back on offense. Now we can just kind of run this clock out. 3:14 left. Hopefully we can. That was just. Why did the receiver not block that guy on the outside? That's what I want to know. He just didn't. Eakin did not do what he was supposed to do. As now we're just going to go for the easy completion, try to keep the clock running, force them to use a timeout. We got 3rd and 6. Really desperate to make something happen here. We need that first down. And we are going to have it. Stay in bounds, Hudson. There we go. Force another timeout. I don't know why they want us to throw the ball here. We have the lead. Just get the first down. That's their last timeout right there. Now I accidentally not turned on chew clock. So we are just going to have to wait. All right, we just got to take our time on this. Under 2 minutes left. After this one, especially if we get a first down here, which we do, and we're just going to not score a touchdown, even though we definitely could have. We're going to come out, and this is going to be game over as we kneel it down and we win the Big 12 championship. And Jeremiah Smith is the Heisman winner. All right, early national signing day. We have our 3 recruits. We're going to check some dev traits if we can. Impact for Rashard Draft, star for Cesar Policio, and impact for Juan Ahmad, the guy that's been here and been the sole commit for a long time. And we have to take on number 10 ranked Auburn in the Sugar Bowl to start. That is round 1 of the playoffs for us. And this is going to be a huge game for us as we look to take on Auburn, the Tigers. We're going to jump ahead. We're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves, I don't think. We're just going to see what happens as Auburn starts off hot with the 10-point lead. All right, we're gonna take it a little bit slower. We did score, and I believe this is us moving down the field. No, is that Auburn? No, that was us. I thought Auburn had the ball. We get another touchdown, and they score. I mean, they answered that fast. All right, we're coming in here. We're gonna come in here. We gotta be able to answer with this team if we expect to win the playoffs at all, or win a game in the playoffs, which I'd at least like to win a game. And we're going to have Virgil wide open. Does he have the speed? It looks like he does barely, as we're going to come in and get a touchdown on 3rd and 12. We answer back. All right, we need our defense to get a big stop. 2nd and 6, 3rd and 5. No, we are not going to get the stop. They only get 3, though. I'm not really sure what the game plan has been, but 3rd and 8 here. They're not going to press up. They are going to bring the blitz. And we're going to hit Virgil again. This dude is we missed him. All those games that he was injured, now we just need a burn clock. As we have the edge with Williams, going to get the first down. Just got a burn clock, another touchdown here. It's not end of the game because they're only down by 1. So if they were able to get a 2-point conversion of some sorts, but they are going to start burning their timeouts. I mean, what do you do, All right, not going to get the first down there. They're going to burn their last timeout. So we're going to run this down to the 2-minute timeout before we do anything. And we're actually able to come out here and end it with the quarterback kneel. Oh, we can't. Why can't we end it? I thought we could end it there. I thought we were going to get the fast kneel. I guess there's too much time on the clock. I didn't really want to score there, but we didn't have much option. You kind of have to take the score when you can get it. And our defense comes through. That's going to be game over. We take down Auburn in the Sugar Bowl. What an incredible run for the Red Raiders this year. And there we have it. Win a playoff game. That is uncharted territory for this team. And next is Miami, a team we've seen a lot, actually, in this series, as in our most recent rebuild. We unlocked Scheme Guru. But in our most recent rebuild with Charlotte, we had to play Miami like 3 or 4 times the same year. I think it was 3. Once in the regular season, once in the championship, and once in the playoffs as we hop in here and get ready to roll. Got a big game coming here. You got the Red Raider with the red mustache out on the field, playing the air guitar, getting ready to take on Miami. And I believe Carson Beck, I believe he's their quarterback, as we are going to go to the end of the game. Miami is hot. Can our offense keep up with theirs this year as we have a 3-0 lead, or not 3-0, it was 3-7. It's 10-7 currently. 13-7. Are we going to We're gonna win the Fiesta Bowl against Miami, 100% in the sim. Y'all can't blame that one on me as we take down the Hurricanes. And now we've won 2 playoff games. This is the most historic year the Red Raiders have ever had. And somehow we find ourselves in the national championship in year 1, taking on number 5 Georgia. Now, I am really going to go for this win solely because I just I think we can get it, and I think it'll really set this team off or set this rebuild off on the right path. What a beautiful presentation as Georgia runs in. I believe I can't remember what rank they were. They're 5, ranked 5th. I don't even know who was ranked first. As we are going to jump to the end of the game and hope that we can. Okay, we're gonna have to come in here on offense and try to put up some points before the end of the half. Now this is probably going to be a crazy good defense. Yeah, just throw that away. Nobody ever broke open there. We're going to have to work to score here. Against some of those other teams that aren't. Oh, that dude played that perfectly. He played that perfectly. Wow, what a defense. All right, let's try this again. Trying to come out here and score on Georgia before the end of the half. This is a tough team, man. He's already thrown 3 interceptions in the first half. Morton is struggling in this national championship game, and it might not be anything we can come back from. But we are going to be able to come back a little bit and hit Williams to get down in that field goal range at least. They want us to run the ball here. I'm not really sure why, but it's going to get us a first down, and that should stop the clock momentarily. 3rd and 19. We got to figure out a way. I'm hoping if Virgil can beat his man. They've got everybody locked down. We're going to have to go for a field goal here. Kick is going to be up and good, it looks like. I'm glad our defense is stepping up a little bit. They did allow a score there. It's got still a 13-point game. As we are going to have Carter, the tight end. They're not even undefeated. I don't even know if Georgia is losing games. And we're not, and we can't do anything against them, even though we are on a little bit of a first down streak here. It's just Morton has thrown a lot of interceptions. There was too much going on right there for our receivers to get open fast enough. I need Virgil just to burn once. Now they do have that top end safety, but Virgil did burn, and he's gonna get us down to the 1. We were so close there. 2nd and goal. And Williams is going to slip in after cutting it back to the left side. All right, we got a 3-point game currently, 6-point game currently. This is where we have the opportunity to take the lead. Eakin's never getting open like that. I'm surprised. Our offensive line has been a little bit better today than in previous games, as we're going to hit Virgil for a nice gain up to the 35. I just think we have to get away from the deep ball. We're not going to have enough time to throw the deep ball, but if we can keep it short and move the sticks, we'll be good. We'll be all right as long as we can move the sticks. I mean, 11 for 18. Outside of the 3 picks, he hasn't been that bad. Our offensive lineman got thrown around there and almost took us down himself. We've been able to run the ball fairly decent as well, as we are going to be able to take off here with Morton down to the 41. Kept our eyes downfield the whole time. It looked like we may have had somebody. We just went ahead and took our safe bet, just like we're going to do here. Get the first down, keep the sticks moving, bring out the old tight end screen here. See if it'll work for Carter. And it looks like we do get a nice gain in a first down. So that was actually fairly successful. Go to the inside zone. What are we going to get? A gain of 5. I'm okay with that. As long as we can keep. We're going to hit Williams there. Just trying to keep somebody on the underneath to give us a real option. Oh, and of course, I'm trying to throw the ball away there. He is so slow. We're going to go for it. 4th and 14. I think we have to go for it here. And I'm really hoping Carter will be open. He's going to be. Can he hold on to it? He can't. He cannot hold on to the ball right there. I'm trying so hard. Smashing buttons to get him to hold on to the ball there, and he's just not going to do it for us. As Douglas will. Douglas is going to get the first down. This has been an incredibly tough Williams go. The animations they need to get right on the throwing to the running back like that. Because I feel like if when you throw out of the backfield, if the running back doesn't go beyond the line of scrimmage, it's clunky. It never works right. As Carter's going to get the first down for us, you never get a good run after catch animation or anything when you're throwing to that running back. As we are going to hit Eakin, and he is going to reach for a 2nd and 1. Try out the new reach for it animations. All right, going to have a good run here with Williams up to the 21. We have an opportunity here. We have a really big opportunity here. We just have to be able to capitalize. Throw it away. Throw it away. Get out of the pocket and throw it away. Can't take a loss here. Can't do what we did last time. And we are going to have Carter. He's going to drop that too. He was wide open. That was definitely not how you draw that one up. He was open. Virgil going to come down with it. 1st and goal. Locking in there a little bit as we're going to go back to the run. They got 4 down linemen, but it looks like we have a 1 came in there fast. There may have been some mistakes made along the way. 3rd and goal. QB sneak. 4th and goal on the 1. Time to see if we can get it, and we do. That's going to be a touchdown for Morton. We just had to go for it, and they scored quick. They answered. Maybe we're not meant to win this game because that was an answer for the ages. And we're just gonna get sacked, dude. Nobody's breaking open. What am I thinking? Nobody's getting open. 2nd and 22 already. So we're able to hit Virgil. We're gonna have to hurry up to the line. It's just nobody's interested in beating their man. As Carter is gonna come down with that. That's a huge gain. We gotta stay on top of things here. Carter. Oh, he's going to get a hand in front of it. We got the wheel for the running back. Now, they are kind of protecting deep, so. That was such a bad throw, dude. 3rd and 10, 29 seconds left. We got to figure something out here. We are going to hit the running back, get out of bounds. What are we running the ball? Well, why is that the play call? I am not running the ball. I'd love for Virgil to get just somebody to get. Oh, I'd love for somebody to get open. We just can't. We're not running full speed right now. The team's tired. Everybody's worn out. 3rd and 10, 16 seconds left. Gotta have something. Call a timeout. 10 seconds left. You love that. 4th and 2. Hit a guy. Get out of bounds. We get the first down. I'm okay with running this again, but it takes some time. I'm hoping Carter or 2 seconds left. We got one play. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna see what happens. And we can't get the ball off in time. We get pressured, and that's going to be a loss. We lose the national championship to Georgia, year one. We do have some players that are ready to get drafted, like David Bailey, an edge. Hunter, he's looking to go. Rodriguez. And we actually had 5 players get drafted. Bailey went in the first. Rodriguez went in the third. Lee Hunter goes in the 5th. Morton goes in the 7th, and Scurry goes in the 7th. And we're finally at National Signing Day, where I believe the transfer portal really turned our recruiting class around, as we end with 21 targets. Now, we did already look at these 3, but we have a pile of other depth traits to look at. Star out of Bobo, we added back. Thaddeus Dugan, the 4-star quarterback, has star. Star out of Jalen Braxton, out of the transfer. Star for Fluff Bothwell, out of the transfer. Impact for Jeremiah Wilson. Star for Luke Haas. Impact for Van Wells, out of the transfer portal. And impact for Elias Rudolph, out of the transfer portal. And the transfer, Wilson gets a dev trait. And after going through and spending all the skill points I possibly could to upgrade all these players, the team looks a lot better. I mean, we have nearly 10 players with 90 plus overalls, several in the high 80s, turning players like Eakin up to an 88, I believe. Where is Hudson, the sophomore receiver, up to a 94 overall, the second highest rated player on the team. Haas up to a 93. Bothwell up to a 93. Joyner up to a 92. All these players have really developed super well. I mean, Brendan Jordan up to an 87 overall. All these players look great. We have a lot of really, really good players, and I think it's going to be great for our team this year. And the current biggest question we have would be who to start at quarterback, and I think it's going to be Thaddeus Duggins. He's star dev trait. It had Will Hammond in here, and he just, I mean, he doesn't have as good of accuracies. Better, I guess, better short, but as far as deep and mid go, I think we have to give that to Thaddeus Duggins. Throw power is only 1 less, but it's really just the awareness that's only given him that little bit of a boost, in my opinion, to make him the starter. I think we have to give it. He's championship contender, so that's not the biggest deal. But I think we have to give it to him to get him playing and developing as a young guy. And we have our recruiting board back full. Now, I'm not expecting to get all 35 of these guys, but I have narrowed it down to players that I want. There's still a lot of people here in case we get out of some races soon, fast, but I do think we should be able to compete in a lot of these recruits. Well, we have a game here. We're going to hop in against Colorado. Now, we are 12th ranked. We are undefeated. And before we hop in, I do want to take a look at what our season stats are looking like. I know we have the freshman quarterback and Thaddeus Duggins, 918 yards, so averaging 300 yards a game, 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions so far. All right, well, we are in Colorado. Have to take on 20 ranked Colorado, which I'm sure y'all have seen already. And we are going to go ahead and jump ahead to the end of the game. And we'll hop in if we have to, but it looks like our offense is just on top of things. I said that. Can our offense jump back up there? No, we are going to take a little bit of a dip there. Go to verticals with Dugan. And the offensive lineman is going to jump off sides. Only 2nd and 6, though. Almost threw an interception there, but we're going to get the first down. That was a little, they had the perfect defense for those drags right there. Going to hit Eakin. He's reaching for a first down. Going to get to 2nd and inches. It seems as Dugan has thrown his first interception, though. Hopefully that is not a sign of what's to come, as we're going to look for Bothwell to get this first down. And we're not going to be able to do it. We're going to lose a yard. This team seems to be knowing what they're doing. We're going to try and See if we can hit him on the screen on the jet sweep anyway. We're going to get the first down at least. Didn't know what I was saying there. Couldn't get it out. All right, got the throw off to Turner. He's going to have a big game. It was a weird throwing motion from Dugan. It seems to be so complicated just to get an inside zone here. But we're going to do this read option, and Bothwell isn't going to get far. 2nd and 7. Somebody give me... Oh, we should have... I saw that guy coming forward, and I decided not to get a rat catch, but we're going to have a touchdown here with Bothwell. All right, back to the sim. See if our defense can do anything. Our offense is back. Okay. 4th and 3. All right, we got the first down. Eakin and the tight end there got caught up together, and it seems as Haas is out. I don't know where he is, and why are all my play options RPOs? Okay, Haas is in. I think it was Vaseline. It might have been Haas, but they kind of got caught up on each other. As we are going to hit the screen pass, and Bothwell is going to have a lot of room. Get down to the 11. Time to run the clock out and kick a field goal. Just get away with the win. It is 4th and 3, and we're just going to come out here and kick our field goal. That's all we got to do. Let this clock hit zeros. Kick is up and good. All right, now I have lost games off Hail Marys before, so we're going to get in here with the pass rush and try to get after them. Everybody is double teamed. Just tackle him. Okay, he completed the pass, but did not get it. We take the win. That is going to be great for us, even though it was a close one. And the next game we're going to hop in is here in week 5, back-to-back games, I know, but we have a pile of recruits coming to this game, so we need to make sure we get out of here with a win and maybe even a blowout. Love having games at home where we get to play Houston this time. I think we played them year 1, too. We hopped into that game. But again, it's a situation where I believe we have the better team. Wreck. You'll love to see it. Let's hop to the end. Again, I'm hoping for a blowout here. So I know our offense is going to be better as we got some turnover situation going on there. We have a 21-3 lead, 28-3, 28-30, 17-31. That was a weird kind of ending, but we get 31. That may be a blowout. I mean, it's 14-plus point lead. And we get the 4-star defensive tackle who visited. So we get our first commitment now. We are losing out on some other guys. And we do get a 4-star receiver to commit. He was on a visit, along with the 4-star right tackle. And another 4-star receiver. So we get 3 more commitments there. As we did lose out on Pollard. I knew it was going to happen. And we just had our game against Baylor. I'm not sure if we won or lost, but we get another commitment out of a 4-star left tackle. We did lose some players there. That makes me wonder, did we lose? No, we won. We won. We're 7-0. And there's nothing left to do. We just have to hop into this game against West Virginia where we have a clear overall advantage. This should be our ticket to the playoffs and potentially even back to the national championship. So we're really excited to get this opportunity. What more could you ask for? A potential game to send us to the playoffs, give us back-to-back years as we are going to jump to the end of the game. See if we can take a lead. Well, we're starting off hot 7-0, 7-3, 14-3, 21-3. What do we got going on here? 28-3. We got a little bit of a blowout going on. 31-3. West Virginia can't seem to move the ball. 38-10 now. 45-10. That's going to be the end of it. We have our second consecutive Big 12 championship. And Dante Moore was able to win the Heisman from the Oregon Ducks. Hey, Fluff Bothwell won the Doak Walker Award, 1,400 yards on 201 carries. What a year. And we have Michigan in the college football playoffs. Our second year in a row, getting into the playoffs. We're in the college football playoffs now. We're not in the Sugar Bowl or anything like that. And we have National Signing Day. I kind of forgot that this coincides as we want to take a look at some of these depth traits we have as normal, not a good look. Heaney has star for Jose Scales, impact for Greg Doman, impact for Kerry Lameau, impact for Scott Meeks, normal for Ty Irving. Now, what do we lose out? Star for Jeff Fowler. Ooh, Calvin. I thought we were going to get him for sure. Same with Finger. And he had elite dev. What a loss. And we lost out on Frederick Yancey and the tight end. We have our board's been getting smaller and smaller. Now we did sign a good amount of talent, some nice key pieces as we go to take on Michigan. And we are here in Michigan. They have the home field advantage. Is a real bummer for us, really. Gonna have to play a lot to ask for a freshman quarterback, but this is his make it or break it moment. We are gonna go ahead and jump to the end of the game. Of course, we'll hop in if we have to, as we need our offense to do a little something here, so we do need to hop in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All offense. They just scored another touchdown. They have a 17-0 lead. It's going to be quite the comeback that we have to try to get. As I don't understand why Williams is in this or why our tackle is kind of holding us back. The old triple slant. So ought to be a good as we go to get the first down, hitting Vaslin. Hit the slip screen. Is Bothwell hurt? And we are going to get the first down. Thaddeus has thrown another interception. There's Bothwell. Okay, I wanted you to go out on a route, but instead I'm getting sacked by Sammy Brown. We got to figure 2nd and 22. You hate these moments. And pressure in his face, so it's a little bit off. If we would have been able to hit that in stride, we really would have had just a huge play. As we're going to hit Haas, but sadly, he's going to have to check up, which is going to... And down 31-0, we're just going to go ahead and send this one out. 38-0. We just cannot seem to get points on the board. You hate to end a playoff journey like this, but we still have a lot of young players on this team, like the quarterback position specifically. And the offensive line is not good enough to where we can really keep up with them. I think that was the main issue. Duggan's he didn't even run the ball 5 times. He got sacked 5 times for negative 41 yards. Bothwell couldn't get anything going. Our offensive line was destroyed, and that really affected the entire football game. And we have our players leaving. We know Bothwell's going to the draft. All these guys are going to the draft. But Jalen Braxton, he's got a high, we keep him. I couldn't get the talking out there. As all of our quarterbacks want to leave due to playing time, even though I'm pretty sure that wasn't their persuasion chance. None. We just can't join her. Can we keep you? No. We got 10, so we might as well try everybody, right? As we are not... Oh, we did keep Macho Stevenson. Love the name. Yeah, we're not going to keep Rashard Draft, but he's not going to play. We're not going to keep Grant Daniels. Both of those guys can go. Can we keep Bothwell? No. So, we tried to keep everybody we could. We have 2 persuasions left. We're losing a decent amount of players. Definitely some good ones. Brendan Jordan specifically was incredible. Haas, he's going in the draft. Jeremiah Wilson's going to get drafted. Our pro grade should definitely go up a good bit. And we have our draft results where Jeremiah Wilson went 1 overall. Bothwell was round 2. Not 1 overall, but round 1. Bothwell was round 2. Haas was round 2. Joyner round 3. Horn round 3, 4 for Sheridan Wilson, 5 for Chapman Lewis, 6 for Eakin, 6 for Ben Roberts, 7 for Pollock. Did we not have a strong safety? Did he not go in the draft? Did he not get drafted? He was legit. I thought he was supposed to be a draft pick. National Signing Day. As we take a look at all these dev traits, we didn't know Marks was an impact. Heaney was star. We knew that. Impact. Yeah, knew that. Normal for Mundy. Impact for Meeks. Normal for Kennedy. Normal for Irving. Ronald Davis with impact. What was his 89 speed? Dariq Bowling with star. Normal for Mac. Impact for Jesse Perry. Normal. Impact for Dwayne Dunbar. Impact for Tanner Applewhite. And Rodney Fields, impact dev. So, we got some players. And we just finished up with our training results. And boy, do we have some players. Micah Hudson up to a 96 overall. Jalen Braxton up to a 95. Thaddeus Duggins in his sophomore year already up to a 92 overall. The transfer Rodney Fields up to a 90. Van Wells, the transfer last year, up to a 90. Vaslin up to an 88. Jacoby Williams up to an 87. Cofield 87. Just a ton of good players. I think we're going to be just as good as we were last year. Maybe even better with a 90 overall quarterback. And if you take a look at our overall, we are now up to an 87, 86 offense, 89 defense. Of course, we made a huge jump. We got a lot going on now. This year 3 could be national championship year without a doubt. And we have our recruiting board all set up for year 3 as we have 3 5-stars and a bunch of 4-stars on here. Pretty much 34, or it's filled with 4-stars. I think there's 1 3-star down here at the bottom in George Rutter and the 3 5-stars. So 31 other 4-stars are on this board. We kind of have our points spread out how we want. It's not, complete and total all over the place. But it's now time for us to hop into year 3 as we take our 87 overall team and try to win a national title. And we have our first game we're going to hop into this year as we have to take on 3-1 Kansas State. Now, they aren't ranked, but we have a lot of recruits coming to this game, so it's very important that we come away with the win. And of course, since we have people visiting, it's a home game. Now, it's a rain game because that just seems to be the common thing in college football. To be fair, though, it has rained just as much at my house. Like, it's rained every other day for the last 2 months. So I guess, every other game being a rain game isn't super unrealistic right now. We are going to jump ahead to the end of the game, see if we can get off to a roll. I'm sure the rain is going to affect us a whole lot and make it to where our offense can't get going as we are down 14. We're down by 10 now. Take this a little bit slower. We shouldn't have an issue. I mean, we're down by 3, but our offense has just not been able to move the ball. And I guess it's just because we're steady running it. I don't know what it is. We're going to come in here, though, and try to see if we can get a first down and try to get something moving. And we don't quite get what I was looking for. But we're going to go for it. It's 4th and 3. We're going to look for the drag route underneath. And we don't have the time to get the ball off. I hate all these RPOs. And this is probably the problem with it, is I'm probably running, the computer is probably running RPOs like 24/7. But we are going to hit the running back who's going to get caught by a defensive end, which is, probably not the most realistic thing. But we get a big gain. The receiver wasn't running that fast. He just threw a hand up. Hudson, every time I play with this team, Hudson just never gets that open as we're going to hit Vaslin. He's like 97 speed or something, 96 speed. And he just doesn't feel it, ever. As we are going to get the first down with him here, we've got to get the touchdown here, and our defense needs to get a stop. Luckily, we have enough time that my team's just slow. Wear and tear's got to be terrible right now. But I mean, Fields has already had 18 attempts this game. As we get to the 2, all right, we got Williams in now. And he's going to get in. A little bit fresher legs into the end zone. This is a tough team. They've been crushing us. As we are going to have Fields, who, like I said, just feels a little slow, and it probably could be the rain, but he's still going to get the first down there. It's all RPOs, dude. Trying to do a little something different. We've been, we've just been not getting what we need to do. As Vaseline's going to come down with the close one there. They kind of did read that. Sticking in gun right now. I just want to try to get the ball moving through the air. And, of course, Duggins is not a fast guy, so escaping out of the pocket is not really his forte. And when they get after us with 3 down linemen like they have been, makes it really hard to move. All right, there we go. Get to first. It's been really hard. We've been getting, the pressure is in our face. And our running back is not as fast as the defensive tackle. All right, West, he gets it. He's going to be down at the 1. Go back to Fields, try to get the touchdown here. All right, our offensive line against your defensive line. And Fields is going to get in there somehow. They should have had us, but he was just fast enough. Our offensive line's getting smacked. Let's go offense. Score. There we go. 37-23. This should that ends it. It's over. Game over. We win. It was a battle, and for whatever reason, I mean, our defense was just terrible. That's all it was. And we end up getting a 4-star recruit that visited, Jimmy Crozier, a tight end. We get a will linebacker, Adrian Cabral, 4-star out of Texas. Looks like we lost out on some other guys. I don't know why. I mean, we're losing all sorts of recruiting battles. This guy's still got us locked out for playing style. And I don't know how to get our playing style better. I'm just hoping he stays there because he'd be a huge commitment. And we get a 4-star center in Manny Perez, so we lost out on Thompson. And we are going to hop into this game against Baylor because it is another game we have a pile of recruits at, and we really need a blowout win. I mean, we've got them by a fair margin. We need a blowout win so we can lock in some of these recruits. I messed up. I didn't record any of that game. I thought I was recording it. Turns out I was not. And we won. And after our game with Baylor, we get the 5-star Manu Swoop, the Mike linebacker out of Missouri City, Texas. And in shocking news, Hugh Thomas, who had committed, I want to say, to Tulane, is now back on our board, and we are the #1 school, and we were able to get him to a visit. We're the only school with an offer. Hopefully we can reel in this 5-star now that he decommitted from Tulane. And we are able to get a 3-star, bringing in some recruits. Manny Blue, the running back, commits finally. Hugh Thomas commits to Texas Tech, the 5-star. We bring him in. Get our second 5-star of the class, actually. And another 4-star linebacker in Julius Bordeaux. Thaddeus Duggins looks incredible. 3,200 yards, 27 touchdowns, 4 interceptions so far. Rushing, Rodney Fields is doing the job. 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns so far. Receiving, Hudson, 992 and 7 touchdowns. Marshall, doing pretty good. And defensively, we got some guys with some sacks. Nothing too great. We do end up securing corner Delonte Roby, who we were second on, so I guess the visit helped. A 3-star quarterback, just a backup guy. We lost out on Toomer. I kind of expected that. I don't know how we lost out to Virginia Tech. It is about maddening as we have to take on Arizona State in the ACC ACC Big 12 championship. And again, still bringing in more recruits, starting with a 3-star D tackle, another 3-star D tackle. That one was a JUCO. The 5-star cut us. He just locked us out for no reason. He is playing so many games. And of course, we have the game against Arizona State, have a little bit of a uh, overall boost on him as I kind of want to look through the uniforms. And, I haven't really done anything with this yet. And I think we're going to go with the alternates. The grays. Haven't seen those yet, so we're going to use them. And we are going for our third consecutive Big 12 championship. I really hope we don't have an issue with Arizona State. We shouldn't. We're a way better program, a way better team. Got the Red Raiders out there. Texas Tech. I mean, the Sun Devils they're something. I don't like those uniforms. They got too much. It's like looks a little brown. And we are going to go ahead and jump to the end of the game. Y'all know we'll jump in if we have to. I'm just kind of hoping our offense takes over as we have a 7-0 lead. 14 to nothing, 21 to nothing, 21 to 7. They answer back. Can we not let them come back from 28 to 10 in the third quarter? This should be game over. 28 to 10 is going to be your final. As we win our third consecutive Big 12 championship. I mean, this is a program built for winning. And Dylan Raiola is the Heisman winner. Tennessee quarterback. I guess he transferred from Nebraska. We win the Jim Thorpe Award. Jalen Braxton. What a player. Probably going to go pro. We have early National Signing Day on us now, as we can take a look at some of these recruits that we brought in as impact for the 5-star, impact for the 4-star tight end, normal for the corner, normal for the receiver, elite for Julius Bordeaux. Love that. Impact for the 4-star Will, impact for the center, normal, impact for the running back, impact for the free safety, normal, impact. Yeah, we lost out on some. We're losing out on some players. We got plenty of hours though, and we got plenty of recruits so far. I mean, that is a good recruiting board. I don't know where that puts us as far as top classes go. Probably not in the realm of 16. I mean, we're not top 5, but we're doing something. If we can really wrap some of these up, we'll be good. And we have to play Georgia in the Rose Bowl. They are the 5th ranked team, so we got to rank on them. And I kind of haven't mentioned it, but we did go undefeated, 13-0 currently, as we look to take on the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, this has been over the process of a couple of days that I've been recording this, but I'm pretty sure Georgia beat us in the national championship year 1. So we're here to get our revenge. Now, we're going to go to the end of the game. I don't know how great of an idea this is, as Georgia starts off with 3 and then 10. And then 17, and we're going to have to play some offense. If we want to get ourselves back into this game, we're going to have to figure something out on. We're not starting out in a good spot either. Look at that D-line and all those stars. But we're going to have Vaseline get a nice gain. There's stars all over that defense. We got the first down. Jacoby Williams is hurt, though. That's going to bring in Silva. Where is... I feel like we're missing somebody. But we are going to hit Staten. I feel like we're missing a running back. We definitely are. I don't know. Fields. Rodney Fields. I don't know where he is, but we're going to have to just throw that away. Why throw it over there? I don't know. We're going to try to... Williams is back in, even though I pretty much said not to be, as we're going to throw this screen ball. And he's going to have a nice gain. Get us down to the 39. We are moving. Give me Marshall wide open. Get the first down. That's all we got to focus on. I don't know that we're going to be able to run the ball, but we're going to give it a go. We get a nice little gain of 8 there, actually. It's tough to find out. Like, I do not like this. We are going to get the first down to Marshall, though. All right, we got to have some sort of variation of quick drags or something to kind of get the ball out. I think Statton's our only tight end. 3rd and 5, big down here. We're gonna hit Vaslin. He's a problem when it comes to possession catches. He's a route runner. He's not some speedster. As Williams is gonna get the touchdown. We get on the board. We need our defense huge here. They're just anytime we need our defense, they're not gonna show up. I don't like the look of this. We're gonna make the throw to Marshall though. I wasn't a fan of it, but it worked. Yeah, we just don't have the team yet, I fear. And I don't know that next year we're gonna have it either, so I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Give me a break. As much as I want to punt, I need Hudson to be able to beat somebody deep. As many games as I've played, he's never done it. And he's essentially wide open there and he doesn't come down with it. We do get the ball back. Our defense did something there. We're gonna come out in this. Let it be cover 3. That wasn't where I wanted to throw that. I definitely wanted it a little bit more to the outside. He's triple covered. And it's gonna be a pick 6. Okay. I just feel like everything's underthrown and our receivers can't get open as it is 31-7 against Georgia. We're going to need a hell of a comeback here, and our defense is going to have to come up huge, and we're going to have to figure out how to come up with some stuff on offense. That just takes too long. Like, we have speed. Hudson is incredibly fast. Nobody gets open. Nobody gets open. Well, we're definitely not on path of getting our revenge on Georgia. Somehow Williams comes down with that. I want to hit somebody in stride, and I feel like unless it's a crossing route like downfield, it's so hard to do. We throw that away. Luckily, get it off in time because Duggins can't outrun a 450-pound defensive tackle. We're gonna hit Hudson. He's 96 speed. Make it feel like it. You know, I hate to say it. All of these guys on defense aren't, and nobody can hold on to the ball. We're not doing this whole field goal thing. I mean, we're down by a lot of points. We're gonna hit Statton, get the touchdown. That's another one. We're down by 20 now. We only need 3 touchdowns to tie it, and 3 huge stops on defense. The problem is we are not fast enough because I'm barely outrunning the defensive end there. Hudson, please, I am begging you. Why is that the catch animation? I'm trying to loft that. It works. They're not squeezing the life. It's 2nd and 18. We got to make something happen here. And Vaslin can't come down with it. He's just ran with step for step. Our 90 overall guys are just not going to be able to do it. And look, this Vaslin, we get to 4th and 8. I'm not punting it here. I'm not punting it here. Give me some other reason to. All right, we hit Vaslin. I was hoping he had the speed to break it. There's still, I mean, we got a lot of time left, so you can technically make this happen. Now, is it a little unrealistic? Maybe. Texas Tech is probably not coming back against Georgia. And we do need our offense or our defense just to be incredible. Get the first down. That's all I need, Williams. Get the first down. Throw that away. Well, 2nd and 10, just got off a throwaway. Really trying to find a way to move this ball. I mean, we haven't really been able to get it to many receivers. As Marshall is going to get it and get a touchdown, we can make it a 1-score game here. And that is an important thing to remember, as Vaslin's going to get tackled out of bounds. Moving a little slow there. I think it's probably due to all the passes or targets he's gotten, as Williams is going to get a first down. He's a very shifty back, but he just doesn't have the speed to get away, as we're going to get another gain of 4. I don't really want to run the ball to death. Down 2 scores. I think we're only down 13 here. Oh. That's okay. Down by 21 again. All right, not 21. We're down by 19, but I shouldn't have rolled out there. Oh, we need a touchdown, something terrible here, and just not being able to move the ball like we have struggled with as we go back to Hudson. Make it a 2nd and 3. Not being able to move the ball has really hurt us. Or throw the turnovers, I should say, have really hurt us. As we're going to hit Hudson again, a first down. We're still in the 3rd quarter, so we got plenty of time, and our defense has been good. Really, the 2 pick sixes, ironically, who would have thought, are the things that are just destroying us right now. We can't outrun linebackers with receivers, and that's really our downfall. If we could outrun a linebacker right now, we'd be all right, but oh my gosh, another pick. I really didn't think we were going to throw it dead over the middle. I was trying to hit him out of his break, but it didn't happen. It took longer to get it out than I thought. Still down by 19. Our defense is holding steady. We just don't have the speed to really keep up with this team. All right, going to try a little bit something different here. I don't know that it's going to work at all, because the guy's just going to come in unblocked. 4th and 5. We haven't been able to throw the ball deep at all. But Staten, he has no speed. Oh my gosh, he's slow. Let's see. We should be able to run it at this look, I think. No, again, they could probably run 3 down linemen and stop us. We don't have the ability to do anything with that. So that's awesome. Staten, we're going to hit him again. We get into the end zone for the touchdown. Our wear and tear is terrible. We've thrown the ball 60 times. I know that that's terrible. We're going to hit Williams, get a first down. We just got to keep moving. We only need to score twice, and we need 1 stop. This has been a battle of a game. I don't know where we're looking. Running back again, go out of bounds. Go to bounds, stop the clock. Like nobody, like Hudson's not going to burn here, and that safety's not coming up. We do get a nice one to West, though. On the 1-yard line. I'm going to try to go for the run here. We're going to get it. Now, was that offsides? It looks like it was. That's going to be another touchdown. 5-point game, 5 minutes left. Running it should not. I don't know why I did it. Don't know why I ran the ball there. 2nd and 12. We got to figure out something here. We're going to hit Hudson, who's going to have a nice gain after the run it and catch and run. Catch and run. 5-point game. I can't believe after being down so much, all right, just catch that and fall to the ground, that we have the opportunity to come out here and potentially win the game. Our defense has come up so large. Hudson, get the first down. Oh, we're going to hit West. He was wide open. What a play. Got to try to get Hudson the ball, and I'm wondering if he's going to be slow because of wear and tear here. He's got the outside. Oh, he's got a spin move too and a touchdown. That's the lead. 42-40 or 41. Presuming the extra point is good. What just happened? Did we get the opportunity? 43. Did we go for 2 there? And we're back at the 4-yard line because of a turnover running it again. Not the best decision, as we're going to try this red zone play again, as West he got wide open last time. And he's going to be there again, almost swatted down, but another touchdown. We put up 50 points against this Georgia Bulldogs team. And I'm sure it's all me, and I know it's probably a lot of recording that I'm going to have to edit to and a lot of gameplay, but this is worth it. We got our get back. Now, Duggins threw 4 picks, which was not great. I threw 3, but trying to push a run. I'm going to try something dumb here, but we're going to get it. You know, another touchdown here isn't that bad of a situation for us. He bounced off that and still made the tackle, huh? You know what? This will put us up 17 and get Williams another touchdown. That's going to do that. That's going to be game over right there, folks. We take down Georgia. That's it. We win the Rose Bowl. 57-40. You know what? I played a lot of it. We wouldn't have won if I left it 100% up to the sim, but I don't care. I threw 2 pick sixes. So what, I hurt us a good bit too, but to think we put up 50 points is incredible. And Jalen Braxton set the Big 12 career interceptions record, so that's awesome. And our next target is Oregon in the Orange Bowl. We got some big playoff games, and we are going to go ahead and jump to the end of the game. Probably pull a similar situation. We are on the board first. As Oregon puts up 3, we have a 7-3 game. Not a lot happening outside of that. Can we score again? We do. 14-3, 14-6, 20-6, 27-6. Can we hold out? It looks like we do. And it looks like we win the Orange Bowl. Didn't have to hop in that time. So, we get our get back. The sim pays us back for the disaster that was last week, and we take down Oregon. And of course, we won the Orange Bowl. Now, who do we have to face in the national championship? And we have number 3 ranked Notre Dame. A similar overall advantage that Oregon had over us. We were able to take them down. We know Notre Dame is going to come out to play. They've been waiting on their opportunity for this national championship, just like we have. Now, the cool part is this is our second national championship game in 3 years. Now, of course, as always, we go to the end of the game, see if we can do anything against Notre Dame as they score first. We answer back, though. They score again. Can we answer back? We do. Tie game, 13-10. I don't like this. We are going to play some offense here in the national championship. I don't know if these are the plays that this game is running. So we have Rodney Fields back this game. Play calling in this game is kind of like the coach suggestions is not really great. As Fields is going to make a spin move, get down to the 38. We got 27 there again. He's the Mike. Fields gonna get a gain of 6 right there. We're moving. We just got to score a touchdown here. Get the first down with Staten. You know, I've mentioned a lot about getting a better tight end outside of Staten, as that defensive end's going to catch us there. We only get a gain of 2. But Staten is really, he's answered. When we've needed him in big games, that just 2 yards at a time, I guess. But yeah, when we've needed Staten, he's answered. He's had some big plays. We can't get that off. No, I'm going for it. You know I'm going for it. Let them run a blitz at me this time. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I threw that. I knew that was going to be short. Come back out on offense. Our defense made the stop. Now we are backed up quite a bit. 27. He's there again to make the stop after a gain of 2. We got a long way to go, and I doubt we're going to get it in one play. This game is nothing like last year where you could really get you could get bigger plays. Now, 3 down linemen, 2 yards should be a breeze, as Fields is going to get more than that and get down to the 27. All right, we need something to pop here. And that's going to be a sack. It's been a struggle. I mean, getting 5 or 6 yards consistently is a struggle. Yeah, that was thrown right at him. How did... And the linebacker's outrunning our receiver. I mean, he took out both routes. He took out both routes and got a pick 6 because their Mike linebacker is faster than our receiver is. Several of our receivers, because there were 2 right there. It's okay. I have faith in our defense. I just need Hudson to do this and get a touchdown back real quick. That's all we needed. It's like the pick 6 didn't happen at all. We're right back in it. Gonna jump to the run again, as there is nowhere to go. Why is coach saying, hey, let's just run the ball like we haven't been able to do all day? As we are gonna have Vaslin for a nice gain to the 37. You know, if you're gonna press me, I'm gonna try it. And if none of our receivers can break the press, but it looks like Hudson did. Now that one was a little behind him, but it still gets us to the 25. We're going to try this, but I don't think we have the offensive line for this. But we're going to give it a go. As we're going to have Staten, that's a touchdown. We take the lead. Our defense couldn't hold it together. It's a 7-point game now. I guess they got the 2-point. As Fields is going to break one up the middle for a gain of about 14 to 15. Break out the old triple slant. We got a 7-point game. West going to get a gain of 4. We're officially in the red zone on the 20-yard line. Going to hit Hudson. I was hoping Fields was going to take that blocker right there, as he was staring at him. I mean, just staring at him. Would have had a little bit better of a situation there. As we're going to hit Hudson again. Hudson's going to have the speed to get in the end zone, though. That's a touchdown. We tie it. 57 seconds left. Notre Dame took the lead. Our defense didn't come up big when we needed it to. And we got 57 seconds to try and score a touchdown, as we're going to run out of bounds after a gain of 6. This is where 4th and inches is a crappy situation to be in. But we're going to get the first down. 25 seconds left. We're moving, and we have 2 timeouts. So we can still keep it short as long as we get somebody open enough, like Vaslin, who's going to get down to the 10-yard line and go out of bounds. Still haven't had to use the timeout. We're 18 seconds left. We've got to take this thing to overtime. Throw that away. 12 seconds left. All right, 4th and 21. I think we go to Hudson. And he's not going to get it, but there's a flag. What's the flag? All right, we get an offsides. We're going to accept. We're going back. I mean, he's got the. They're pressing. Hudson, hold on to it. He does. What a save by the offsides. Oh my gosh. You got to kick the field goal here. Yeah, we got to kick the field goal here. Take this into overtime. What a national championship. We're in overtime. We got the ball. I don't know if we got it first, but we have it. The spin move just not working there. We just cannot make a dumb decision. So we're going to go to Hudson, who has just kind of been our savior this game. 3rd and 1. Get the first down. We probably could have ran with that, but I just wanted to get the first down. All right, Hudson. He's got the speed. He's going to get us to the 4-yard line, make it a 2nd and 1. See if we can. I don't think we're going to be able to run it here, but I'd like to have hope in Fields to be able to find a spot and get the first down at least to the 1-yard line. We're going to go back to the inside zone, get the touchdown. And we do. And that, I believe, is game over. And it is. Our defense had the ball first. We win the national championship here in year 3 with Texas Tech. And Micah Hudson set a career receiving yards record. And we might even be able to get him back for another year. I don't feel good about it. We won the national championship. 2 rebuilds, 2 national championships. What do you know about it? And if you look at our players leaving, of course, Micah Hudson, it says no chance he's going to the draft. He is going to go to the draft. Same with Rodney Fields. He's going to the draft. Tanner Applewhite wants to leave off playing time. Bobo off of playing style. I didn't really want to lose him. I don't really want to lose any of these guys, to be honest with you, but okay, we get Ty Irving, he's speedster receiver off playing time. I'm sure he'll get his. And taking a look at our draft results, Hudson went round 1, Braxton went round 1, Wells round 3, Fields round 4, and Vaslin round 6. So 2 round 1 talents coming out of this ball club as we won the national championship. Take a look at some of the dev traits that we already knew. Let's see I don't even remember how. I forgot we brought in Manny Blue. He should be good enough. I just want an elite, and a normal out of the quarterback is tough. Normal, impact. We knew the defensive tackles. Normal, impact for a right tackle, like that. Impact for a guard. We knew Bobo's was star. Cam Shorter had star. Yates with elite. I like that. Abraham with normal, and a guard with impact. It's just not the best, but we'll take it. Dugans, of course, or Duggins, how I like Dugans. Up to a 95 overall. An incredible player. He's a junior now. We have a little bit of succession plan, but we really need to focus it this year. Silva looks good, but Manny Blue kind of looks better. And after a year, I'm sure we're going to see that. We have some great receivers in here. Of course, tons of freshman guys as well that are eventually going to get to see the field. We just don't really have a spot for them yet. Tight end Cam Shorter up to a 93 overall after all the offseason training. Of course, we have Jimmy Crozier coming behind him. So not a big deal there. Good left tackle, left guard. Actually, Austin Liebfried is in here. Do we have anybody behind him, really? I think we have some guys. Center, up to a 90 overall. Right guard, Winfrey's playing pretty good. Right tackle, Jesse Perry, up to an 86. Love that. Defense, Bowling didn't move at all. Rudolph didn't. He went up a little bit, but not much. These guys, a lot of them are kind of at their skill caps. Heaney and Marks take the 1 and 2 spot for the defensive tackle. Sam linebacker is going to be Bobo, who we brought back up to a 92 overall. The Mike is the freshman 5-star Manu Swoop. The Will is Juan Ahmad still. Corners, there's quite the fall off in talent. Of course, we have the freshman Delonte Roby here. Lindsley and Trahan that we brought in some odd years ago. We have good ones. Peyton Morgan up to a 93 overall. And Braxton Harris is the strong safety. Not great strong safety. We did figure out a kicker situation with David Webb up to an 80 overall. Punter looks really good up to an 84. And we're going to be at the start of our final year. This is year 4 of Texas Tech. We're only going to run 4 years of this. It's been long enough. We've seen enough. We got a lot of good recruits on the board. I say that. If we get a good pile of these, and maybe we do run a 5th year, because we got a lot of nasty recruits on our recruiting board. If we're able to lock some of those guys in, I might just have to do a 5th. And we're bringing in recruits already as we get a right guard in Jamison Bull, the 4-star. But we are going to hop into this one against Colorado. We have some guys visiting this game, so we want to make sure we get a win in a blowout. Of course, y'all know it's a home game because we got people coming. We got visitors, recruits. And what else do we do other than jump to the end of the game just to make sure we can come out on top? I mean, we have this team by like 10 plus overall, so it shouldn't be a close game at all. Now, that is how it's been for just about every game we've played this year, but we're going to end this one 31 to. We almost lost. We almost let them come back. We get the win 31 to 24, not the blowout we expected. We were up 31 to 7. What a terrible way to end the game. And we get a receiver, Kevin Dog. He's a dog. That's what you want on your team. Way to go. That's the only recruit we got from that. And we're going to have to hop into our second straight game here against OSU as we want to make it back into top-ranked contention and really get a shot at that playoff spot in another national championship. So we have to hop in here. And it is time for us to go ahead and jump to the end of the game. Another team we have by almost 10 overall, so I feel like we shouldn't struggle with beating them. But these rain games always give us issues as it's 3 to 7. Can we pick up the pace, please? There we go. 17 to 14. We start to get it going. 24 to 14. Our offense just needed a second to click. I do want to take this a little bit slower because it is only a 1-score game. And can we do something, please? What was that? Intercepted by Trewin for 95 yards. And I don't think it was intercepted for 95 yards. Was that another interception and another 4th down? What are we doing? We have the lead, so I'm not upset. That's going to be game over. Okay, we get the win. That was weird. A lot going on there. Why does Duggins have white girl hair? I don't know. And look at that. More recruits. Another 4-star left guard. And, I mean, we haven't lost out on anybody yet. So that's cool. We're up ranked at 20th. We have Cincinnati here. Home game. We got recruits coming. It is time for us to take down the Bearcats. Of course, y'all know it. We all know it. Home field. Got visitors in the building. We are. Can I go ahead? Okay, there we go. We're going to jump to the end of the game, see if we can take down Cincinnati as they are on the board first. We don't get points there. All right. I can't do this with our offense. Somebody score some points, dude. We have playmakers everywhere. Several 90 overall receivers as Marshall's going to get ran with. He seems so slow, and he's so small. I thought he was going to have the ability to break that. Same with Yates. Like, Yates is super fast. Yates does get out there. and open, and he is going to be super fast and speedy and get the touchdown. Get the offense going. Throw the ball some more. There we go. 14 to 3, 21 to 3, 24 to 3, 24 to 10. I don't like that. 27 to 10. I guess we forced a turnover there, but on 3rd and 8, I hate these super wide. I do not like these super wide formations, and I don't. As we are going to hit Ruggs and get the first down there, though. All right, going to try the RPO. I don't trust Chavez. We're going to hit Ruggs again. Hey, you know what? Hit Ruggs, get the touchdown. That should wrap this one up easily. A play at a time. See if 17 to 34, we shouldn't have an issue here. It's a 10-point game. Can we not fumble this away? Please? That we're going to keep them alive a yard at a time. There we go. Why is Chavez in there? Blue must be hurt or something. That is going to end it, though. We are able to take down the Bearcats. And we get Legend Boyko, the 5-star running back from Michigan, finally commits. Got some more. Frederick Fullerton, the 4-star tight end. All right, we have Baylor here. A overall advantage on them as well, but they beat us once this year, so we have to play our cards right. Make sure we can get in here and get the win. This is going to be the only way we can find ourselves back into the college football playoffs, is getting a win here against Baylor. So that's our main goal, as we are going to jump to the end, like always, see if we can get something rolling. We do score first. It's only 3, though. I'd like us to be able to put up 7. Baylor just running the ball on us. We got Shorter out here. I mean, the playmakers we have are there. We just don't seem to be able to do anything with them. Hike the ball, dude. Hike the ball. There you go, Blue. Call timeout. Got to kick the field goal. Hope it's good. Take our 3 and be down 8. Outside of Duggins, everybody on this offense gets speed boosts. Nobody blocked. 3 people, 3 offensive linemen went after one dude, and nobody left. Nobody checked the linebacker. Yates, you better fucking beat this guy. 96 speed. He is. He might even be faster than 96 speed, and he can't beat him. But he's going to have speed here. Turn the corner on the outside, get down to the 10. Again, 96 speed. Can't beat the... I guess he's just... His press rating is not that great. As Chavez is going to get down to the 2. Keep them in their formation. Go back to Chavez and walk into the end zone untouched from the 2-yard line. All right, we're making our way back. Baylor said, you know what? Keep up with us. And it's just the 3rd quarter, man. Why is our... We have talent everywhere, and they just do not... They don't perform. Nobody gets open. Nobody can get a stop on defense. I mean, we just have not been able to stop these like bad teams on defense. As we are able to hit Ruggs there. I thought he was going to have the step there. I would love for this to work out. I'm just, I know I'm thinking deep here. Ruggs got a man in the end zone. Knew I'd be able to split that safety. You do those 2 streaks, make that safety choose, and you throw to whoever he does. And I mean, what are we doing? Defense. They're just coming out here and scoring nonstop. Ruggs has cutter. But Yates is wide open. Gets a gain down to the 41. I was really hoping they passed that along good. Oh, that worked out. I forgot what route he was on. I thought he was doing an in cut route, and it just so happened to work out good, but man. We're in a battle here, dude. We're getting the playoffs. We're gonna be in trouble. We are gonna be in trouble in the playoffs because we can't Shorter. He catches it. Give me man right here. So there we go. All right. It's going to end up being man here. And I think I'm going to have Yates wide open. And I am. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. We tie it again. Defense, please give me a stop. There we go. We get a stop. Oh, we have the lead. I didn't realize we had the lead. Maybe we score here and we just go back to the sim. As blue is going to have some space. It's another one of these situations where I feel like it was a weird catch animation, but Ruggs is going to get a gain of 8. I want Yates to burn this guy. And he hasn't done it yet, and I don't have faith he's going to do it, as Marshall's going to get a huge gain down to the 23. I don't know that I like this. I think we're going to go to the run. Definitely in the fourth quarter, we can slow it down. I should have cut to the outside a little bit sooner. This play used to be really good in college football 25. I haven't seen much success with it because they just get after you. We can make this an 11-point game if we play this right. As Shorter is going to try to fight for the end zone, he gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. All right, Blue, it's your time to shine, dude. We've got several good offensive linemen here, and we just can you get them up the field? Move these guys out of the way. I'm trying to run behind the center, who's a 90 overall, and we just can't do anything. We can't get there. I don't want to do this. Jump ahead. End of game. We're going back to the end of the game. As soon as we go to the sim, they just touchdown. It's an immediate touchdown, huh? This Baylor team's, I mean, I get they're supposed to be good, but they're also like a 79 overall offense on our 85, 86 overall defense. Like, give me a break. Ruggs has been good, but so is Yates. Give me one other thing than an RPO in this spread formation, dude. Watch this. This is going to be fourth down. No, it's not. Manny Blue. All right. I'm looking for Ruggs here again. We're going to see what this safety does. Oh, they got the swat. Cam Shorter was wide open. Get the RPOs out of here. I'm not an RPO runner. I'm not a fan of it. I don't really like it. So get them out of my face. We're just going to have to throw it away again because nobody gets open in man coverage. Cannot find anybody open. We're going to have to kick the field goal and take the points. Kick is up. It's going to be good. You'll take it slow. There's only 5 minutes left, and they're... Oh, we got a turnover? Look at that. 3rd and 9, 4th and 9, kick the field goal. I don't like that because they have the ability to take the lead here, as we're gonna have a really hard time winning a national championship if this is how our defense plays in big moments. And he caught up to him there, but Cam Shorter is going to hold on to that. I don't know how he even caught up to him. And Ruggs, he's coming down with it there. Look at that. This is where we burn their timeouts and kick a game-winning field goal. That's all we can do. I mean, what a championship. Just get in the middle of the field. Let them burn a timeout. Here's the problem. The left side of our line is the best side. And we can't. I mean, maybe I'm making the wrong read there. But we can't move the ball. Kick is up and good. We're going to take this slow now. We got a 1-point game. There's 19 seconds left. There's 2 seconds left. Or 2-point game, I'm sorry. And that's going to be us taking the win somehow. Our defense was ferocious. And we get the Big 12 championship again. And Oregon has the Heisman winner again in Gio Lopez. I think that's the 3rd year in a row it's been an Oregon player. Or they've had 2. we had a center get the Outland Trophy. That's pretty cool. Now, what about a? And he also got the Remington Trophy. And what about the playoffs? Did we? We have Colorado, a team we have beaten before already this year. We got to take down again. Early National Signing Day is upon us, though. So we shall take a look at some of these players that we were able to bring in, as Legend Boyko has Impact Dev, Damian Cavazos has Star, Kevin Dog, Impact, Impact for Rashid, Normal for Fullerton, Impact for Jameson Bull, Impact for the 3-star corner. I like that. The safety I lost out on, and that's our only recruits. We didn't really have that great of a recruiting year this year like I thought we were. So if we are able to get another national championship, we're definitely not going into year 5. I'm not excited about any of the guys that I thought we were going to get. As we are going to jump ahead to the end of the game here against Colorado, another team that I really feel like we should beat. Now, in the sim, we don't seem to beat a lot of teams by our passing attack. Now, we have a 24-3 lead right now as I talk over this. 27-6. They're starting to make a little bit of a comeback. We got to figure, okay, 30-13. I feel a lot more comfortable. That's a playoff win right there. We're able to take down Colorado and advanced in the college football playoffs. And in the All-State Bowl, we have to take on number 2 ranked Georgia. We've seen Georgia a lot in this rebuild, as you know, we've obviously had to take them on a lot. So we just got to buckle in and try to beat them. We're currently, I think, 1-1 against Georgia. So time for us to take the upper hand and take down the Georgia Bulldogs. We are here to play Georgia in the All-State Bowl, college football playoffs, and we have some bad news as we have some injured players, like our starting left tackle that's a 90 overall, injured. Our starting running back, injured. We have Manny Blue in the backup. He's not great yet. He still needs some time and some off-season to improve. We are going to jump ahead to the end of the game where we try to see if we can stand a chance. And before it gets too out of hand, we want to come in. I take that back. We're down 17 already. All we have in here is RPOs. We're down by 17 already. Dugan's going to scramble a little bit, get a gain of 8. All right, 2nd and 2. Don't have a lot to do. Just got to get the first down, so we're going to hit Marshall right there. I'm going to try to see if we can run the ball. I did upgrade all the offensive linemen, and no. Now, I do like to think that Yates, who is like 97 speed, can beat somebody. He's not going to be able to, so we're going to drop it off to Ruggs, get that 3rd and 2. Inside zone on 3rd and 2. Now, we should have the lanes here. If we can't get lanes here, we are going to get the first down. There we go. Manny Blue gets the first. We're still in the first quarter, but we are down by a lot. We got to be able to get rid of this one fairly quick. Yates. Oh, if he could have got that block from Cam Shorter, we would have hit that edge fast. All right, we got Ruggs coming on the jet sweep here. Can we outrun that corner? No. That is he's quick. He was turned around. We saw his back and did just nothing. We just have not been able to move the ball. If you look at that right there, they should be winning by 17. I mean, say they should be. They are. All right, we have to figure out a way to move this ball if we plan on doing anything against this Georgia team. Played me. I'm starting to come to the realization that I don't think we're going to win this game. Georgia has 2 white corners, and they just do all sorts of stuff that keep us from being able to move the ball. The 2 white guys have just locked up our outside receivers. Just a complete and total. He's beat. He's beat. Why can't he just be beat? Like, if a player gets beat on a play like that, they should not be able to recover and jump really high, as there's just going to be, it's going to be a 4th and 1.
I don't really want to go back to the run here, but we're going to do it. The right side is actually a little bit healthier and stronger today. So we are going to be able to get the first and just barely. This defense is insane, dude. Trying to play them, they make plays that they shouldn't, as we're just going to hit Ruggs for a gain of 5. I don't know how that made it through, as Marshall is going to get a nice gain down to the 31. That should have been intercepted every day of the week. All right, got a little draw up here. Hopefully it works. It's going to be a throwaway because everything was perfectly covered. Perfectly covered play. All right, we can run here. We maybe going to get pushed out at the 4. That shouldn't have. I mean, Duggins is not fast, so. And I thought that what did that guard do? He literally went around there like he was going to get that guy and just did not. We're going back to the run here. And Manny Blue is going to sneak in, get the rushing touchdown. We are finally on the board. We need our defense to do a little bit more than that. We're going to be okay as long as we can come out here and score kind of fairly fast, or at least before the 2-minute timeout, as that was glitchy. I should have had that spin all day. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and Ruggs isn't going to hang on. I kind of want to go back to Ruggs, and we are. He holds on that time, gets the first down. Ruggs is wide open. We're going to get the first down again. I'm locked in right now. It's why I've gotten quiet. I say why I've gotten quiet. I get quiet on most of these because I'm trying to lock in. Throw that away. Dwayne Marshall. We're going to substitute him. He hasn't been able to do anything today. So we're going to try to get some new players on the. Yates, beat your man. Stone's beating his guy. And he's going to fumble it. He fumbles it. What in the. I can't do anything good. The second I try to do something good, bad happens. A fumble. A sack. Yates is such a high overall. And he finally got his man beat. And he's getting hawked down at 97 speed by the white corner. Yates just got hawked down by the white corner. Ruggs, he's on the 1. I'm going back to it. Yeah. How was that not a touchdown? Manny Blue, that's a touchdown. His second of the day, actually. 1 rushing, 1 receiving. All right, well, we have the ball after the half. Down by 13. We know what we have to do. And, we hit the spin move. We could have had space if our own teammates weren't idiots. Yates needs to be able to burn somebody on a consistent basis as Ruggs gets open. He's like a 79 overall, 78, 79 overall. Our 90 overall center is getting pushed back like that on a double team. 92 overall, actually. Let me make it known. 92 overall center getting pushed back like that. That is insane. Marshall's back. Shorter, a 93 overall center or tight end. Can't come down with the ball there. 3rd and 10, going to the screen pass. Let's see if we can get this to do anything. As we're getting hawked down by a defensive lineman. I'm in shambles right now. He's getting hawked down by a defensive lineman. And our main goal here is to look for Marshall. And no. Incomplete, a turnover on downs, and we get the ball back, luckily. We weren't burned. Now, see, Ruggs doesn't have cutter. I was really hoping Yates was going to be on that. But he is going to get the first down there. Okay, we get him on somebody other than 12. He can win routes. Marshall was supposed to be injured and just not in here, so throw that away. Throw that away. I was hoping somebody on that side was going to get open. I don't know why I hope for it because it has yet to happen. I mean, that safety came up quick. They've just got everybody covered on a regular basis. We've got to be able to score here. Our defense has done good as we are going to hit Ruggs. He's going to have enough speed to get the first down. Our defense has done good enough to just buy us time. These offensive linemen are getting bodied, and it is not. Oh my gosh, Ruggs. We're getting bodied. 3rd and 8. Cam Shorter, the tight end, gets the first down. There we go. Let's keep him going. We're fighting for our lives out here. Dude, that linebacker is running stride for stride with our receivers. I don't know what to do. If you got a linebacker that can run stride for stride with a receiver like that. Oh, Stone decided to move. Gets the 3rd and inches. All right. 60. If you don't put your paws on 13, dude, damn, he did enough for the first down, but that was pitiful. Oh my gosh. That was pitiful, dude. This team, we're too hurt. Crozier, I don't know who that is, but we got him a touchdown and we're shortening the lead. We're closing the gap. We're back on offense. It's a 6-point game now. I think a lot of our problem is in the sim, we do tend to run the ball a lot, and we kind of lost our really good running backs and didn't replace them as I was locked in on one guy the whole time there. Probably wasn't the best thing, and I might do the same thing this time on 3rd down. Ruggs, he's going to hold on to it this time though, gets the first down. The worst part about it is the fact we are technically an air raid team. And like I don't know who that is, but he is just stopping everything we try. The linebackers on this team are insane. Yeah, well, okay. Because see, what I'm gonna want to do is throw it to Marshall, and Marshall's just gonna be bodied. No, he's not. He's wide open. Go, Dwayne. Get the first. We have all these like super wide situations. None of them work great for throwing the ball, really. Like, as we're gonna hit Ruggs, that worked 10 for 90. He's been our top target. Nobody else wants to be open. Ruggs says, I got it. Now he has had some drops. We go for the run here. This is another situation where we get a nice gain. We're down at the 3. I keep trying to run it to the left. The left never works for us. Chavez is in. And it's going to work for Chavez as he gets a touchdown. We at least tie it. All right. Here's what's going to happen. We got ourselves the lead, fought and clawed back. We're going to leave it to the sim now as we slow sim it. We kind of got our passing offense going. And this is where we're going to stall, but we get a field goal. It's a 4-point game. Ooh, we got a turnover there. That's whatever, a 6-point game. Can we stop them from scoring, please, defense? 4th and 8. We're going to get the punt off. Again. There we go. 3rd and 19 is insane. Oh, and we hit Stone for 20. Let's go. We got another first. Are we about to kick another? Do we have the opportunity to kick another field goal? We do. Is that a touchdown? That might have been a touchdown that we got out of that. And that's going to wrap it up. We're going to beat Georgia. Now, you can say what you want. You can say what you want. We may have scored 21 points. I think that's all we scored. Sim scored the rest. So that is perfectly okay. We get the win. We take down Georgia on to the next week. And Notre Dame, another team, I think we beat them in the national championship last year. So another team we got to try to take down here. And we are going to jump ahead to the end of this game. We'll do just like we do every game. Hop in if we have to, if our offense doesn't get it going. We have a tie game 7-7, 14-7. Our offense is out here. 14-14. What can we answer back with? 14-17, 17-17. I don't want to jump in yet, but we are going to take it a play at a time as we are on offense and we are in the red zone. Ready to score. First and goal. We get the touchdown right there. Missed the extra point. 23-17. Can we stop them? Are they about to take the 1-point lead on us? They are. And that is where we come in. Time for us to come in on offense and see if we can take our lead back. Marshall? Oh, I thought he had that. A lot happened there. I would love to have my tackle back. Oh, that was almost swatted. That was kind of spin the wrong way. The helmet to helmet. 3rd and 1. Now we have the numbers on that side. If we can't get a first down here. There we go. Get the first down plus some. We've thrown the ball more this game. I would love to see a press on anybody other than Marshall. As we are going to hit Ruggs again. He's got a little bit of speed. Get some extra down to the 35. I've seen a lot of people talk about this RPO with the tight end. And he just wasn't open. I'm not an RPO guy. Me personally, not an RPO guy. I just can't. They don't work for me. As we are going to try to run it. We get a gain of 2. Back to 3rd and 9. I don't like any of these plays. Now, we are at least in a position to take a 2-point lead. Ruggs is going to hold on to that. 4th and 1. What do we do here? What do we do here? I'm going to look for Irving. I don't like that it's Irving and not Cam Shorter, but he's wide open. And that's all we needed the first down. Why can't I talk? All right, we got the first down. Try to do a little bit of running, burn a little bit of clock. Get the first down. We're going to let this probably go to the 2-minute timeout. All right, we are on the opposite side of the 2-minute timeout. On the 7-yard line. And they read that one perfectly. That was not a great one. I kind of want to go to the run again here, and we're going to. And Blue's going to score. We get the touchdown. We had the opportunity. We couldn't pass it up. Oh, thank you, Lord. We have won the national champ. Or we're not in the national championship. We're in the Fiesta Bowl, but we won it. As we are going to have to deal with timeouts. I did a lot in sim. There was a lot in sim there. We only really did, technically 2 drives, I think. The one we took the lead on, and then the final one to burn the clock. So not terrible. Well, we are here in the national championship. We're taking on Florida State. We have the opportunity to win 2 in a row. As we jump ahead to the end, we really need to be good on offense. We score first, 14-0, 14-7. They answer back. A lot of nothing going on the offensive sides of the ball. Now 14-10, 14-17. What do we got going on there, offense? What are we doing? As they are back in scoring position, and they're going to get 20. Can we move? What are we doing? All right, we have a 3rd and 10 because apparently we can't move the ball. As we are going to hit Stone, and he's fighting, trying to get that first down, but we're going to end up on 4th and 2, and we're going to come out here. 3 down linemen. This should be an easy first down. Blue, he's gonna get the first, just the first though. I don't really want to be hopping in this early, but our offenses just seem to not be able to do anything with the ball. As it hasn't mattered what team we've played lately, their linebackers have been faster than our running back. Stone in stride. Stone comes through. He's not a great overall, but you know what? He plays good every time we need him to. As we're just again the offensive line play on this game. I don't think everybody was hyping it up. I don't think it's there. Yates, if you don't burn your man, ooh, Manny. Yates still didn't burn his man. I want that to be known. Did not. As we go to the run here, Chavez gonna get a 3. Going back to the run here with Manny Blue on the inside zone. Looking for a good run, and he's gonna break a tackle there, get the first down. Nice gain of 10, or close to 10 anyway. Go back to the pass. A lot of these angle routes just don't. Oh, that's a pick. Yep, I knew it as soon as I threw it. Can somebody tackle him, please? All right, let's try this. Oh my gosh, dude. We are back here, dude. What is this? I mean, we got 3, but it didn't feel like it. Still in the end zone. Got to be careful here. Shorter, get the first down, break a tackle. 3rd and 5. We're going with the tight end screen. All right, Shorter. He's going to get, I don't know why I'm trying to juke with the tight end. I ought to stiff arm or bulldoze. Yates, if you don't burn your man. It's just he's washed. He's trash. I'm not even gonna say he's washed. He's trash. Yates very well may be trash. He very well may be trash. As we're gonna hit Marshall for a gain of 6. Back on first down. Start of the 4th. We're gonna. That was a defensive end lined up with him, by the way. No biggie. That was just a defensive end lined up with our 93 overall tight end. That's a pass catcher that. They are locking us up. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is getting open. All right, Marshall, get the first down. That's all we wanted. You couldn't convince me that this team isn't better than Georgia. What are you doing? Throw with anticipation. 3rd and 16. And we can't get the ball off. I guess we have to kick a field goal. That should be good. That's good. All right. It's going to make it a 6-point game as long as we hold them, and we do. We just don't have an elite running back like we need to have. Like when I did the Charlotte rebuild, we had an elite running back that could do stuff. He's already had 20 rushes today. Not all of that was me. Actually, most of that wasn't me. As we are going to get a gain of 5 there. We got a 3rd and 7. I want you blocking. Shorter. Nice gain to the 23. He hasn't been the weapon that I was hoping he'd be either. I mean, he was like. That was such a terrible animation, dude. I'm leading that to the inside. Leading that for the run after the catch. Try to catch it like a rat catch. And he turns around anyway. Throw that away. This tight end is supposed to be good. And I mean, a 93 overall tight end is supposed to be good. All right, Ruggs. That's who we have to go to. When we need a play, you got to go to Ruggs. That's who we go to when we need a play. We go to Ruggs. He always pulls up. If you don't have the speed to hit that, we got problems. Now, Manny Blue, I think, is going to be really good next year. I think he'll get a lot of XP. He's got a decent dev trait. The left guard and left tackle situation for us is just detrimental. We definitely need better. And, I'm hoping, I think I brought some in. Oh, he's going to break tackles and get in. Oh, my gosh. All right, defense. Defense got another stop. Actually, we're going to go back to the sim now. We're not going to do too much. How did that happen? That had to have been a glitch. We have a 1-point lead. All right, 3rd and 6. There we go. We got the first down. 3rd and 7. 4th and 5. Did we go for it? And we got it. 37 seconds left. That's game over. And we are your national champions for a second year in a row. I don't know why the black looks like the turf, the grass shouldn't make it look that green everywhere. Like the numbers on the shoulder pads and stuff are just everywhere. But 2-time back-to-back national championship winners here at Texas Tech. And we just want to look at our players leaving as Duggins. It says no chance to persuade, but you gotta. Duggins, Yates. Yates is a sophomore and he's going. Same with Policio. And, well, I mean, Trahan, all these guys were technically juniors, but they go into the draft. Shorter wants to leave because of playing time. Okay, he's gonna stay. I was about to say, Bobo, who left us last year and then came back, also wants to leave. We're gonna lose him and probably get him back in the transfer portal. I mean, I don't even really care about these guys. That was high chance and we lost them. But losing 3 technical juniors to the first round of the draft, a corner to the second round of the draft. We have a left tackle going, a free safety, Peyton Morgan, projected first rounder. Everybody else, I mean, I could see Jesse Perry going an 87 overall tackle. That's a drafted player, if I have to say. And looking at the draft results, we had 4 players go in the first round with Duggins, Yates, Policio, and Peyton Morgan. A center in the first round's talent. You don't see that. Trahan goes in the second round. Jacob Ponton, the left tackle, goes in the third. And Jesse Perry, like I said, he ends up going in the 6th. I knew he'd be drafted. And we went through the offseason of year 5 just for shits and giggles, really. I wanted to see how this team was going to be set, or offseason of year 4. I wanted to see how this team was going to be set up for year 5. Looking at it, Sergio Abraham is going to be taking over that starting quarterback role as we lost Duggins to the draft. Running back Silva still leads the way. Boyko, though, looks like he's on pace to kind of take over from there. Manny Blue's still there, but he doesn't have great. He just doesn't look like he's going to be great. Receiver wise, Dwayne Marshall got a dev trait, goes up to a 91. Ruggs up to an 88. Jacaden Ferguson up to an 85. We actually have some real speed and threat on this receiving core now. Shorter up to a 98 overall. Frederick Fullerton, the rookie freshman that we just brought in, 4-star. Offensive line looks good. We had definitely some improvement. Still, I think we brought in a pile of guards. So we just kind of really need those guys to develop. I mean, a 76 overall freshman. We just need those guys to develop. That's all that really is. Center, Manny Perez still looking good. Right guard. Again, we brought in a lot of people. Nothing to be concerned about. Right tackle, Greg Doman, sophomore, looks good. Felix Rashid looks good as a freshman. 75 overall. He'll catch him quick. Of course, Dylan Singleton. I believe a transfer we just brought in. Right edge is going to be Derek Bowling. Still, hasn't left yet. Heaney got some good upgrades in the offseason. Ahmad got some great upgrades in the offseason, up to an 87. Swoop, some decent upgrades. Bordeaux looks great as he's going to be over here as a will linebacker. And the corner group definitely looks better than it did last year. Not necessarily as deep, but pretty good. Castro's a 90. Jet White an 87. Lindsey an 83. Even Delonte Roby at a 78 for a sophomore. Safety, Bajorquez wrapping up that free safety spot. Strong safety, we got Braxton Harris, who got a dev trait and is up to a 90 overall. And of course, the kicker and punter stay the same. They're both actually pretty good. So, team's still an 87 overall, still going to be fighting for the college football playoff spot and winning the Big 12, Pac 12, Big 12, whatever it is. Big 12. It's Big 12. But we went 4 years. We won 4 Big 12 championships, 2 national championships, and had 3 national championship appearances. So we are going to wrap this up. That's a successful rebuild or reload, as you would call it, in college football 26. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and until next time, y'all have a good one.